Gratitude is the application for more. Sometime few years ago, one of my mentors shared with me a story and a few other boys on how he learned the hard way. So somebody had contacted him for a job at the time. They had asked him, can you do so and so job? And he said, yes, I can. And then they put him on the project. Everything went well. It was smooth, and then they paid him for the job. And then he got home and sent a text to the person. The person who put him on the job or on the project, you know, was a public figure. He was rich, he was okay, he was a big guy, And then he had got home and then he sent a text to say, oh, thank you so much for putting me on this project. The following year came, they were going to have the project again. Of course, if my mentor was expecting that we were going to put him on the project, we were going to call him again. And then it was time for the project and nobody contacted him. And then he kept wondering what was happening. Why am I not on the project? Could it be because when I said thank you, I didn't, give some form of gift in form of gratitude. And then he said, no, that can't be the case because this guy, at the time was a big boy. He was okay. He was living well. This is not some sort of sense of entitlement, right? And then he remembered a book that he read where the author of the book said, even the rich wants to be appreciated. And then he knew that he had messed up. Because the issue is, most of the time, a lot of us are just out there trying to see what we can get from the rich. And nobody is looking to give to the rich, right? It's not like they need these things or they cannot do without these things. I tell you, they are okay, but do you not think that they also need to know what it feels like to be giving? So they have told us this story. I don't know if the other boys learned, but for me, I picked the lessons, and then I started to run with it. Yeah, so gratitude is just the application for more. This is 2026. I beg of you, don't be stupid, be wise.